It's Wellness Wednesday, and today we are talking about the health benefits of fencing. Joining us right now is owner and head coach Andy Gerhardt from Boise Fencing Club, of course, over in Boise. Andy, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So first question for you. Obviously, I hope most people know what fencing is. It's basically, layman's terms, I guess, sword fighting. So what are the different types of fencing you can tell us about?
So in the Olympic sport of fencing, which is what we teach, there's 3 different sword types. So you have foil, epee, and saber. And all 3 of them are just a little bit different in how they look and where you hit. So there's kind of a different strategy and tactics for each one.
Okay, that was something I was fully not aware of, so good information there. Now, of course, something that I'm sure everybody would want to know, is the sport safe?
Yeah, this is one of the safest sports out there. The equipment that we use is very safe. After the Olympics in London, they did a study, and for safety, we came in right behind badminton. So it was basically just injuries that happen where knees, ankles, sports injuries potential, but even that is very low.
Gotcha. And there's that, I think one thing people might worry about is, the tip of that sword right there. But tell us, what's on the end there that's preventing anybody from, going to play a sport and getting stabbed?
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a blunt end. So with the competition swords that we use, there's actually a little button on the end. We use an electronic scoring. So when the button depresses, it'll make a light go off that allows you to know whether you actually scored the touch or not.
Gotcha. Are those sensors all over the fencer? Is fencer? Is that the right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, gotcha. The fencer. So are there sensors all over, or is just on the sword to know how you scored?
Correct. Just on the sword. So the button is on the end. There's 2. So for saber and foil, you have a limited target. So saber is just from the waist up, and foil is just your torso. So you wear basically a metal fiber jacket that goes over your body there. So when the button hits that specific area, it knows that it scored the touch.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Now, I think of when it comes to like age ranges, like golf, tennis, those are things that really anyone can participate in at any age. What about fencing? Who can participate in that?
Absolutely anybody. So we have students as young as 6 years old and up. I have a couple students that are in their 70s. So there's actually nationally, there's competition age ranges. The highest one is 80 plus.
Wow, that's awesome. Wow.
So so it's kind of fun to see, your grandparents out stabbing each other.
Bring the grandkids, whatever.
Exactly.
So, of course, we're talking to you here on Wellness Wednesday. So tell us about the health benefits of fencing.
Well, there's a ton. So there's, you're working on balance, agility, coordination. So strength, endurance, you kind of hit all the aspects. And right now, especially a lot of stress reduction, right? So if you're feeling stressed, get a sword and go out and, try to stab somebody. That's a good thing to do in a safe, healthy environment.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Go stab someone in a safe, healthy environment. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, Boise Fencing Club, obviously in Boise, do you have like a league or anything, or how does that work?
So we have competitions that we do locally within our kind of division, which includes Utah, and then we have a region, and then we have fencers that do compete nationally as well. So there's not really a local league. We're actually the only club in like full-time facility in the state of Idaho. There's a club in Pocatello, and there's a gentleman starting some skills up in Ketchum as well right now.
Perfect. All right, and we are out of time. So really quick, if you want to throw a website at us where people can learn more information.
Yeah, fencingboise.com.
Okay, easy enough. Joining me this morning has been owner and head coach of Boise Fencing Club, Andy Gerhardt. Thanks so much for being here.